In this video, we will talk about the importance of small businesses. How do small businesses impact the economy? And what can be done to support them during a recession? Here we look at the challenges on the path to prosperity for small businesses, including regulation, red tape, and access to finance. Small businesses are the backbone of the UK economy, driving growth, opening new markets, and creating jobs. Therefore, their contribution is vital. As seedbeds for innovation, they encourage competition and bring fresh ideas that challenge the status quo. This stimulus, in turn, incentivizes others to adapt. Simply put, small businesses are good for UK POC, of which they represent 99.9% of businesses. It goes without saying, then, that they should be encouraged to flourish. And many are. Confidence in an improving economy is being felt more strongly across British enterprises, and a positive economic outlook sees burgeoning ambitions for growth, both at home and overseas. The road to recovery and beyond is paved with opportunity. However, it is important to look at the wider landscape and see that the path ahead has its challenges, such as prohibitive regulation, red tape, and access to finance. Mark Goldstone, Client Propositions Manager for SMEs at BSI, commented, "Small business owners have long said that if the UK stifles growth here, the impact will be felt far wider. It is here that small businesses need support." It is not surprising, therefore, to find that research by BSI, British Standards Institution, has revealed that almost half of SMEs don't feel that their business is operating efficiently. This research is supported by recent findings by RSA, which demonstrated that 55% of small and medium-sized enterprises don't survive more than 5 years. Beyond survival, businesses also face considerable challenges in achieving growth, with 2/3, 63%, of small business owners admitting that it is difficult to grow their firm, and 3/5, 61%, of owners lacking confidence in their ability to achieve 3-year continued growth. In 2014, there were an estimated 5.2 million businesses in the UK, 99.9% of those being SMEs. Therefore, this research is a concern if organizations are to continue to grow and thrive in today's market. So what can be done to ensure SMEs can achieve their growth potential? This is where standards come to the fore, not only as a benchmark for best practice, but attainment also. Standards can help push boundaries and stimulate debate on the most effective way to do things. With every ambitious business vying to do things better, standards are always evolving to fit the purpose for which they were intended. Whatever you want to show your customers and suppliers you do, there is likely to be a standard that covers it. They are created collaboratively by experts and draw together best practices and knowledge from across the industry, government, testing, and certification to academia, consumer groups, trade unions, and most importantly, businesses. It's vital that businesses have the necessary knowledge to be more efficient in their business, to ensure customer satisfaction, improve employee engagement, and enable access to new markets, continues Goldstone. Standards or management systems can help businesses to focus on the products and services that they deliver, their business processes, and the way that they manage their organization as a whole. However, it's not just a simple case of buying a standard. Businesses should first understand what it is that is required for their organization in order to improve. What are the biggest risks? What processes need to be implemented? What leadership is required? Secondly, they should ensure that employees have the necessary tools and skills to understand their part in the process. Workshops, seminars, and training are key elements of this. There are systems available that can help to effectively manage the core areas of any business. Finally, once a standard is in place, businesses should market their achievement to potential and existing customers. This provides customers with reassurance that a company is working as efficiently and effectively as possible and are committed to quality. Small and medium-sized enterprises are facing compounding challenges. Governments and other institutions worldwide are launching programs to provide them the advisory support needed to meet the moment. Small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs for short, are extremely important for the economy. From local shops to small tech firms working out of serviced offices, the majority of companies in the UK are SMEs. In 2018, Parliament identified 5.7 million SMEs, making up 99% of all businesses in the country. There were 5.4 million micro-businesses, companies with 0 to 9 employees, which accounts for 96% of all businesses in the UK. What are SMEs? In the UK and Europe, SMEs are defined as independent businesses with fewer than 250 employees. In the US, a company can employ up to 500 workers and still be considered an SME. They have an annual turnover of less than 50 million euros, about 40 million pounds, or an annual balance sheet total that doesn't exceed 43 million euros, approximately 34 million pounds. Broadly speaking, there are two main types of businesses operating within the small-scale sector. The first is a traditional cottage or household industry. They're usually found in rural or semi-urban areas and offer a lot in the way of part-time employment. The second type, which is often referred to as modern SMEs, is particularly innovative where technology is concerned. They come up with creative solutions to old problems and introduce new concepts or ways of doing things. Most startups fall into this category. How SMEs support economic growth? SMEs are generally thought to be the backbone of any healthy economy. They drive growth, provide employment opportunities, and open new markets. According to one study, which was carried out by Santander, SMEs contributed to 51% of all turnover generated by the private sector in 2018. SMEs generate lots of employment opportunities across the UK. They also create a group of skilled and semi-skilled workers to support future industrial and business expansion in the country. The stability of the UK economy relies on low unemployment rates. Workers, who themselves provide goods and services, earn a wage that they then spend on goods and services. Consumer spending is the factor that most affects economic growth and GDP, or gross domestic product. The latter is the total market value of all goods and services within a country. It's one of the primary indicators used to measure the economic health of a nation. Businesses won't invest in capital and labor or try to expand to meet consumer demand if people aren't spending. Currently, SMEs employ around 16.3 million people, contributing to 60% of all jobs in the UK. It's been reported that SMEs have created over 2 million jobs in the past 5 years. In the study cited above, SMEs were found to be especially important to the local economies of Southwest England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. In these areas, SMEs account for 70% of jobs within the private sector. Small businesses are particularly effective when it comes to supporting local economies. They bring growth, prosperity, and innovation to areas outside of our main cities, which facilitates the equal distribution of income and wealth. Make sure to watch the full video. Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.